day, of course, started with the latest inflation figures. Inflation up to 6.2%, although if you look at the retail price index, it's actually 8.2%, and without doubt we're headed quite rapidly towards double figures. On to 12:30, and Rishi Sunak, the Chancellor of the Exchequer, got up in the House of Commons to deliver his spring statement, his tax plan. I've got to tell you, these guys are very good at self-marketing. It says, "My vision for a lower tax economy." Well, that sounds terrific, doesn't it? And the good news was that the national insurance threshold has risen by £3,000. That will take some of the lowest paid workers. Probably that's going to save them up to £300. But the 1.25% increase in national insurance, that of course stayed. And remember, that is not just for employees, it's for employers as well. There's a 5p cut of a litre of fuel. Well, that's a marginal relief until you realise that since the start of this crisis, the VAT on a litre has gone up by 7p. So I don't think really anyone's going to feel particularly better off. And what he's hiding with all of this is actually in the pipeline are a series of tax rises. The tax burden is going up over the next few years, but he kind of tried to distract us with that by promising us 1 penny off the basic rate of income tax in 2024, and no doubt that will become a general election issue, whether that election takes place in 23 or indeed in 2024. My biggest disappointment was I don't think he really acknowledges just how serious the cost of living crisis is going to be. And on the same day that all this was being delivered by Rishi Sunak, Mr. Putin announced that if you want to buy Russian gas, you must now do so in rubles. And at one point, European natural gas had risen 34% today. Last time I looked, it was up about 20% on the day. So what I'm saying actually is global movements in energy prices dwarf anything that really came from this spring statement today. But perhaps my biggest disappointment is, I think, to put a tax on employers at this moment in time is really the wrong thing to do. And I don't see anything that really points to an understanding of how important it is to get growth and investment in the British economy, and looking at what's going to happen to business taxes over the course of the next few years, where the government's take of a variety of business taxes is likely to rise by as much as 50% by 2027. I think this is a Conservative Party that's lost its way when it comes to business and entrepreneurship. So the question is, I'm asking you a question. Marks out of 10. Give me, please, your marks out of 10 for Rishi Sunak's spring statement and how you feel about it. You can let me know, farage@gbnews.uk. And don't just put 7. Please give me some reasons as to why. I'm going to give him a 4 out of 10. It's only 4 because he's actually harmonised the level at which we start paying income tax with national insurance, which is a simplification which I think we need.